Ladies and gentlemen, you know, I didn't think that I was going to be on stream tonight, right? I didn't think that today was going to be anything of note. Um, I didn't think today was going to be anything of importance. But it turns out today was a very important day. Which apparently it's a parade inside my city yet. Tommy Sheppard, sayonara, however you want to say it. After like 4 years of lying, scamming, conniving, lying, selling. After years of talk and no results, Ted Leonsis finally pulled the trigger. Color me shocked. Color me shocked. Ted Leonsis, I want to give you a hand clap. I'm very proud of you. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. When people continuously disappoint and fail to meet expectations, changes need to be made. Wes Unseld Jr., you made it out of this one. But trust me, there's no getting out of the next one. You next. Trust me, Wes. You may have survived this round, but you up next, buddy. You should have been gone too. But I'll take Tommy. I didn't even expect that. Tommy Sheppard, right? Nothing but garbage, nothing but lies, nothing but deceit. And then he wants to spew foolishness and BS to us every single offseason, every single exit interview. He want to spew and lie. Our big three hasn't played enough games together. You would think, hey, KP's been here, but how many games have they played together? How many? Goodbye. 35 games those, bro. How about that? How about that? Man, I didn't even know what I was going to say when that moment happened because I didn't expect it to happen. But because it happened, I'm super excited. There's hope. We're going to have a new GM leading the draft. And there's hope. We have another lottery pick that won't be picked by Tommy Sheppard. So, it's a good day for DC fans. What's going on, Biggie? Right. It's a big day for DC fans. Not a big day, just like a big week. Last 2 weeks in general. Y'all got rid of Dan. Now we getting rid of Tommy. It's looking real good. It's looking real good.
I ain't never ever seen you act like this before.
Alexander, thank
you getting bucket buckets. How you feel?
You. Wes just got fired. You already know. Yes, sir. I mean, if I go over Tommy Sheppard's tenure, right, of the Wizards, over these, when did he take over? 19? Is that when he took over? I want to go over his, little regime. Because it's been 4 seasons. It's been 4 seasons. It's been 4 seasons. So he took over about 2019, 2020. Right? This is what Tommy Sheppard has done in these 4 seasons for our Washington Wizards, right? 25-47, right? Okay, cool. 34-38. Gentlemen's sweep. Gentlemen's sweep in the first round. I guess we're supposed to be happy about that. 35-47. And then last season, 35 and 47. Both missing out on the play-in both times last season.
I ain't never
Jay, I
ever
appreciate the
seen you act
you.
like this before. You getting buckets. How you feel?
Ernie era is finally gone. Facts. The entire Ernie little era is over. A lot of people said Tommy Sheppard was Ernie Grunfeld Jr. I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, but hey. I mean, Tommy Sheppard has been the GM of this franchise for the last 4 seasons, and we've got nothing but sales speak every single season. At the end of every single season, sales speak from Tommy Sheppard. The only thing he did better than Ernie Grunfeld was
see you act like this before. You getting buckets. How you feel?
Thank you. Said Rui did him in. If Rui was the final straw, y'all saw his playoff game. Game 1 against the Grizzlies. Y'all seen that performance. If that was the final straw, I'm glad he did it. Rui helping us out in L.A. Thank you. This is a move that 100% should have been made. This is a move that I was calling for as the season went on. I would be even happier if Wes Unseld Jr. was right along with them, because if you're hiring a new GM to build the team, you would want that GM to have a fresh start. You want the new GM to come in, get his coach, get his coaching staff, get his players, and start from there. So I'm not in agreement with Wes Unseld Jr. staying here. If we get in a whole new GM, give him a whole clean slate. Don't have him inherit Tommy Sheppard's coach. He already inherited Tommy Sheppard's team and his decisions. Tommy Sheppard, man, you always spoke good. You always had a smile on your face. You always knew what to say. But you couldn't fool me. Turns out, Ted was over it too. And I applaud Ted for that. Right? All the complaining I did on streams, right? All the chastising I took because I said Tommy need to go, Wes need to go, we suck, blah, 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 blah. And I was getting called a fair weather fan. I was getting called a fake fan. Point for us, who was spewing the truth throughout the whole season. Because Ted Leonsis apparently felt the exact same way, because he made the move that he needed to make. So all this hubbub about negative Wizards fans and all this, we was right. And this move confirms that we were right. And we always been right. So point for us, right? Tommy Sheppard, your time has come. And it was time to go. Now, the guy, a lot of hype that's happening right now around Wizards world is Bob Myers, because as you know, back around in January 25th, it came out and said people around Warriors GM Bob Myers believe he could become a free agent this summer. The Wizards, Knicks, Suns, and Clippers are all monitoring the situation. Well, the Wizards apparently, all of a sudden today, they have a new opening at the GM position. And if Ted Leonsis is willing to spend, give out some cash, give out some stake in Monumental, who knows? Bob Myers could be a wizard. He could be a wizard. There's something I want to show from the statement that Ted Leonsis gave. This is Ted Leonsis' statement. This is his statement after letting go of Tommy Sheppard. He said, Tommy Sheppard was relieved from his duties as general manager and president of the Washington Wizards. Failure to make the playoffs the last 2 seasons was very disappointing to our organization and our fans. Yes, sir. 100% correct, Ted. A search for new leadership will begin immediately. for an executive from outside of the organization. That's the key word for me. An executive from outside the organization. Okay? That's the key word. Tommy Sheppard is looking for an executive that is from outside of the organization. What did I say in the past? I was tired of the in-house promotions. I was tired of the mom and pop store. This getting ran like a mom and pop store. Hey, you know, you've been working here for forever. Here, you get promoted. Oh, your dad was a legend here. Here, you get a job. Stop running this like a mom and pop. Get some fresh faces in here. Get some fresh blood in here. So they can tear this thing down and remake it in their image. Tommy Sheppard was called Ernie Grunfeld Jr. for a reason. We don't want the in-house promotions. We want somebody who don't got no ties. I'm tired of the people with ties. What's so Jr. got ties to the organization. I want him gone. Tommy Sheppard had ties to the organization before he was permanent GM. I wanted him gone. And he is gone. Right? Now people talking about expect a handful of names to pop up for the job, including John Langdon. I don't know how to even pronounce that. And Tim Connolly. I'm good off Tim Connolly. I don't care what ties he got to the organization because he made possibly the worst trade in NBA history, trading for Rudy Gobert. Excuse me. So I don't want nothing to do with him. Personally, I'm good off him. I'm telling you, Wes is lucky. Wes is lucky because Wes should be Wes should be gone too. He really should. Wes Unseld Jr. should be gone too. But I'm so happy that I don't have to hear any more of Tommy Sheppard's BS, the narrative selling, the Wolf of Wall Street, the manipulative speak. I'm excited that I don't got to hear about it no more. Tommy Sheppard, man, he said a lot. Always tried to make it sound good. He and then when the season's over, I go back to look at what he said at the beginning of the season, and nothing he spoke about was shown in the team that he constructed. And then he will proceed to try to blame it on injuries. I swear to goodness, I was about to lose my mind with him talking about injuries. Like, I wanted Tommy Sheppard gone because he couldn't build a decent enough team to be successful without missing Kuz, Bradley, Porzingis, etc., right? Yeah, everybody likes to talk about, oh, he traded for Porzingis and blah, 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 right? He got rid of Spencer. Who signed Spencer Dinwiddie? Who signed Davis Bertans? Who did that, right? Who drafted Rui Hachimura, who's now gone and turned up in game 1 against the Grizzlies? Who drafted him and made that trade? And who did they get in return? Some second rounders and Kendrick Nunn. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, can you please tell me what Kendrick Nunn did that helped the Wizards? Or was he sitting and occupying a spot on the bench? Right, correct. Okay. Diddy Avdia. Jury's still out on him. Who knows? He could be the next one to be gone. Who knows? Right? Johnny Davis didn't show us anything until literally the last handful of games, where it was literally no other big name on the court. Porzingis got shut down eventually. So Tommy Sheppard, you got rid of, but he got rid of John Wall. He moved John Wall. We wouldn't have Kuzma and etc. for John Wall. Kuzma, who at the moment a lot of Wizards fans are saying, why are we re-signing him? We should have traded him at the deadline, etc. Still looking for a point guard. Because Russ split. Still been looking for a point guard. Still the team had no direction. So that's why I wanted Tommy Sheppard gone. Because look at the team. Look at the holes in the roster. We've been talking about the same issues with the Washington Wizards roster for like the last 4 years now. It's just different names. Different names with the same issues. And Tommy Sheppard comes and spews BS in our ears and tries to act like injuries is the big reason why it didn't work out. Newsflash, buddy. Injuries happen. It's your job to build a good enough team, surrounding team, so when guys go down, you don't completely collapse. But you did not do that. You failed to do it. Once again, for the 4th time. Bye. Wes Unseld Jr., I wanted him gone too. 1, because I want the GM to have a clean slate. 2, because this is his 3rd season and we still have no idea what Wes Unseld Jr.'s identity is. What is the identity of the team going to be? What is Wes Unseld Jr.'s identity as a coach? Is he a pace guy? Is he a running gun guy? Is he a ball movement guy? Is he a freelance offense type of guy? What is he? What does he want in an offense? Because he likes to slow it down. The pace is slow. But then Monte Morris, etc. says, we need to play faster. But Wes doesn't want to play faster. It's so much confusion between the players and the coaching. I don't know. So I want Wes to go too. Because he can't figure out what kind of identity he want to establish. I guess he'll say defensive identity and a ball movement offense. That don't happen. They don't play defense. Kuzma's already talked about the 4th quarter offense and just give the ball to Bill. I mean, I don't know. West should be gone too. He should be out the door right next to him. I should be saying au revoir to him as well. I think that means goodbye in like French or something, right? I mean, hey. I'm excited that he's gone. Disappointed still that Wes is still here, but baby steps. Baby steps. Okay? Now the new important question is, who's going to be the new GM? Who's going to be the next GM? We got Ujali. I feel like I just butchered. I said Ujali. Jesus. I don't. Mazai from the Raptors. I don't know if he'll. I don't think that's a thing anymore. I don't know. I know it used to be. Bob Myers. I hope it's not Tim Connolly. Why would you do that? Did you see the trade he made for the Timberwolves? Why would you do that? I'm sure there'll be options. I want the new GM to come in. I would not hate if he came in and tore this thing down. I would not hate it. I would not hate it. An outside guy coming in, tearing this thing down, rebuilding it back up. And let's see it. But at the end of the day, it's Ted's team. The GM can only do what he's allowed to do. If Ted doesn't want to tank, doesn't want a losing product, he fired Tommy because they missed the playoffs twice. So I assume Ted's philosophy is still the same. He wants to get to the playoffs. He wants that playoff revenue, right? So I don't think the new GM is going to be able to come in and tear this whole thing down. I'd be surprised if Ted Leonsis gave him all that and said, hey, tear this thing down, build it however you want to build it. I'll stay hands-on. That doesn't seem like Ted. Ted wants a team that can get to the playoffs. Whether it's as a finals contender or as a second-round contender, it doesn't matter. Just get into the playoffs, period. Because that's been the goal. Bradley Beal's not going nowhere. So they're going to continue to try to win. It's just, can the new GM find a way to build something out of this mess that Tommy Sheppard has made? I mean, that's my question. Can the new GM make something out of this mess that Tommy Sheppard has created. And I don't know if he can do that without almost fully starting over. Knocking all it down, knocking the whole building down and trying to rebuild it back up. But then you don't know if Ted Leonsis wants somebody to come in and rebuild the whole thing while they have Bradley Beal there. I feel like Ted's going to want to contend. I feel like Ted's going to tell the new GM, hey, I want to contend. I mean, that's all I can really, I don't know. So, it'll be interesting. I assume they want a GM before the draft. We'll see. Kevin, this is a refresh water. This is a water bottle. A regular water bottle. Biggie said we need a GM with championship pedigree. Facts. We need some new blood, new faces. And this is a part of the reason why I already don't think that the new GM... So, let me put this in the air right now. For the people who think a new GM is going to come in here and tear it all down and rebuild the Wizards, in my personal opinion, I think you're sadly mistaken. That's not going to happen. Ted is not going to say, all right, new GM, come in here, rebuild this whole thing, tear this whole thing down, and start it back up. Ted's not going to do that. You want to know why I already know Ted's not going to do that? Ted isn't clearing the slate for him. Ted said, no, Wesson Jr. stays. You're going to come in, and you're going to take on Wes Unseld Jr. from Tommy's era. He's staying. He's not going anywhere. Bradley Beal, he's not going anywhere. He's staying. He's the face of the franchise. He's staying. Bradley Beal isn't going anywhere. I promise you. He ain't going nowhere. Wes Unseld Jr., we already know. Woj already said it. He's not going nowhere. Those are two guys, key guys, that aren't going nowhere. So if you think, how's the GM going to rebuild and blow it all up if Brad's going to be here and Wes is still going to be here? They ain't even fired Wes. So the coach is still here. So it ain't no rebuilding that's about to happen. That's why my question is, how can he fix this mess that he's been given? He's been given crap on a plate. How can he clean the crap off and make this into some nice, fine china? You know? How? How can he do it? Biggie, thank you for the $1.99. I appreciate you. Said Coach K will be excellent. Would he even want a GoPro? That'd be my question. Would he even want a GoPro?
I ain't never ever seen you act like this before.
Yeah, so
you getting buckets. How you feel?
Happening. I don't see any of that happening. But I do want to see some new blood. If they could get Bob Myers, then that's terrific. That would be awesome. I would love that. I think this is definitely a step in the right direction. We weren't going to get, the whole thing. We weren't going to get the whole shebang. We weren't going to get the ace, the eagle or something in golf, You weren't going to get Tommy gone and Wes gone, and they're open to trading Brad, and you weren't going to get all that. This is a shock to all of us that Ted even did this with Tommy. This is already a shock. Because from what Tommy was saying, it sounded like he was going to be back. You listen to Tommy in his exit interview, it sounded like he was going to be back. So this is even a surprise that this happened. So it's baby steps. But it's a move that definitely should have been made. Last stream, I think, or the stream before last stream, I spoke and said, how do you fail at just drastically fail the goal you set for the season and nothing changes? Twice now. You fail your season goal twice, 2 seasons in a row, and no change is made. I was saying, how do you make no change? A change needed to be made. I compared it to like a stock or a company with a stock. I said if a company keeps underperforming, right? A company keeps underperforming. They look at their quarterly numbers and they keep failing. They keep drastically underperforming. A change is going to be made. Naturally, with any business. If it continues to underperform, a change has to be made. If they set goals and these goals for consecutive years have not been met, a change needs to happen. That's with any business. So this was a move that had to happen. I'm not surprised that it was, just Tommy and it wasn't both. I would have been shocked if it was West too going. But something needed to happen. Something needed to shake. Ted made a little something shake, which is a shock to all Wizards fans because that's just something he's not really accustomed to doing. But it's a good move by him. It's the move that was necessary. I'm happy that Mr. Salesman, Tommy Sheppard, didn't fool Ted again. Didn't let him, use level 100 speech and let him influence him again to keeping him around, keeping him for another draft. Because I was over it. I was past it. I was over it, But good job on Ted, man. It was 100% the right move by Tommy. I don't even know what to thank you for. I'm supposed to thank him for getting off the John Wall contract just to struggle to find the next point guard. And I know that was really a Ted thing because after the video dropped, but I'm supposed to thank him for the KP move and etc. And the reason that happened is because he had two bad contracts in Dinwiddie and Bertans that he both signed. So, but, hey, we'll take what we can get as Wizards fans. We'll take any sign of change that we can get. We'll take that. We'll take that. Okay, you said hey D, let's get Trae Young. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not that big of a fan of Trae Young. Especially after what I'm seeing in these playoffs. I'm just not that big of a fan of him. I feel like it's hard. It's looking hard. I don't really know how to build a completely successful team around Trae Young. What does a successful team around Trae Young look like? The 2017 Celtics with Isaiah Thomas? I don't know. I don't know. Josh said, who are you interested in this year's draft? This year's draft, I know they you have the guard out of Kentucky, Kasem Wallace. You got Anthony Black out of Arkansas. I know people haven't been too high on Grady Dick from Wizards Twitter that I've seen. Walker from Houston, they haven't been that high on him. And Cam Whitmore, not too high. The main guys I've been seeing and that I am interested in, Anthony Black, Kasem Wallace. I would say those two at the moment. I haven't looked at everyone yet, but those two I would say are in the lead right now. If they stay at 8. Now, I don't know if Anthony Black will be there at 8, but I would hope he is. I would hope he is. Infamous Kid, you said that Scar would be terrible defensively. Brad, Trae, and KB. Oh yeah, any team that has Trae Young in it, they're not going to play good defense at all. It's going to be a struggle to play good defense because Brad defensively has fallen off. Trey has never. He's always been most like a traffic cone defensively. And the Wizards are already bad defensively. So I don't know. Teaser Reed said, and also so many options here. Is Ted interviewing based on wanting them to follow his vision, or is he interviewing someone to give the keys to rebuild potentially? I mean, I think them keeping Wes Unseld Jr. kind of shows already that they're looking to like retool this thing again. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, as more comes out, I guess we'll see and learn. I guess we'll see and learn. What the goal is the main goal still to sign KP and Kuzma? Is that still the 1 and 2 of the off season? I mean, you're right. I mean, it will be a lot of offense, but the Wizards have had teams that are really good offensively and really bad defensively. They did that in the prime John Wall eras. They were really good offensively and bad defensively. High-powered offense, bad defense. Like, oh no, I legit don't know. Now, I do think Trey and Bill is a better fit than Trey and DeJounte, because DeJounte's a little bit more of a point guard than a shooting guard, combo guard. Brad is a little bit more of he'll be a better fit as a natural shooting guard, and he knows how to play off the ball. He doesn't need incredibly high usage to be effective. He knows how to do that. So I do think the Trey Bill backcourt would be better than the Trey DeJounte backcourt. I think that fit will look a little cleaner, a little smoother. Just because I know Brad can play off ball. Brad has played off ball before and been successful off ball. He doesn't need an incredible high usage to be effective. We saw that with when Russ was here. When Russ was here, Brad was averaging like 30 something. And he wasn't the main ball handler. Russ was. You said Kuz is gone for sure. I don't know if Kuz. At the end of the day, it all depends on the money. It all depends on the money. I don't know if I would say that Kuz is gone, but it'll be interesting. Jay, you said I like Wallace or Whitmore. I mean, I like whoever. You guys would know more than me right now. Who's an elite playmaker that's in like the Wizards area of their drafting? Who's an elite playmaker you would say in your guys' eyes? Who would you say is an elite playmaker right now? Because they would be on my list. Because that's what they need. Biggie said we would have been 7th if we would have tanked a few games. That W against Miami hurt. That hurt a lot. Hopefully we can still jump. Maybe this is good, aura. Because as you know, the Wizards lost the coin toss between them and the Pacers. Wizards ended up at 8. Pacers ended up at 7 officially. Sorry, as my allergies beat me up. But, I mean, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what they do. It'll be interesting to bring an outside guy and see what he can do with his team. I love it. Josh, you said Black. That's why I said Black currently would be like probably if the Wizards would have stayed in the area that they're at. I would say Black is number 1 for me right now. But hopefully they could jump into that top 4. Hopefully this little thing that's happening right now could be good juju. The Wizards could jump in the top 4, and we can have a whole different conversation. But I don't know if Black is going to make it to 8. I don't know if he's going to make it to 8. Can we say how about I take over as GM? I do not want that headache. I'm not going to lie to you, man. I'm not going to lie to you. But yeah, man, if we could get, hey, because I'm going to be live streaming the lottery, like, selection. When I tell you I'd do a backflip out this chair if we ended up at number 1, I promise you I would. I promise you I would. I'm telling you that. I'm telling you that. But this is definitely a good day for Wizards fans. Ted made something shape. Ted did something different. He did something unexpected for once. And, you know, I appreciate it. I appreciate it because it's something needed to happen. Something needed to change. Something needed to change. You could not go into season 5 of Tommy, season 5 of the Brad Beal era, season 3 of Wes, after failing to even come close to expectations. And the excuse be, we haven't seen a big enough sample size. The sample size we saw with the big 3 wasn't that impressive. It was not that impressive. So, you know what I mean? It wasn't that impressive to begin with. And speaking of lineups, I don't know how long I'm gonna stream. Like I said, I didn't expect to stream today. My allergies have been really bad. Like, I'm telling you, I've been a Zyrtec popping pill guy this whole like last couple weeks. My nose is crazy. It keep running. I want to have a cough attack, but I'm trying to hold that in. So I'm not gonna be on here too long because my allergies are just terrible, and I'm fighting through this right now. But but speaking of lineups, I don't know how I feel about Gafford at the 5, man, next to KP. Like, it was cool, but I feel like that could be upgraded. That, like, 4 and 5 position, I don't know, maybe a better, I don't know. Like, Gafford did good when everybody was out, of course. He did better, more opportunity. So, naturally, he would play better with more opportunity. But I don't know, man. I feel like there's a better fit out there next to KP at the 5. You know, that's not Gafford. I feel like there's a better fit there. If you're gonna have KP at the 4, I feel like there's a better fit at the 5. And his name is not Daniel Gafford. I like Daniel off the bench though. Gafford off the bench is cool, but starting next to KP, I'm not the fondest of that 4-5 combination. Like, for instance, a guy who I could see next to KP is like Steven Adams would be cool. Steven Adams is an elite rebounder. He's a strong guy. He's really good in the pick and roll. You know, somebody like that. I wouldn't mind him next to Porzingis. Somebody who's big, has size to him, who can grab rebounds. Like, Gafford is a smaller center. He's an undersized center who's really athletic. I want a big center who's a big body, a good pick and roll guy, a good screen setter, and a good rebounder. Because KP isn't the best rebounder. KP will have games where he got like 35 and 6 rebounds. I just want a big body. I want a bigger body next to KP. You know, I don't want a undersized, athletic, big. Like, I don't think Gafford's the best fit next to him. I feel like you could definitely upgrade that 5 spot, personally. Sorry, guys. Coughing it all in your ears. My allergy. Apologize. You said Nick Claxton. I mean, I don't even know if the Nets would be willing to give him up, but I wouldn't mind a Nick Claxton. That's a guy that I would like. Jonas, I don't know if they will be willing to give him up. That would be interesting, but I would honestly be more interested in Nick Claxton because you know how effective of a defender he is at that 5 position. He's a really good defender at that 5 spot. So that would be all right. Josh said bring back Jordan Crawford, and Nick Young. That's a throwback. But yeah, like I said, Miles Turner. Well, that dream dead. Got that contract extension. But I'm probably gonna end it here, guys. Like I said, I'm dying right now. And oh my god, I can't even talk. Help! My allergies are so bad right now, guys. I'm literally fighting to the stream. I don't know how I made it 42 minutes. I don't know. But I had to stream today. I had to stream. I'm not gonna go my normal hour. I'm like fighting through this right now. I'm on the flu game stream, even though I'm on the allergy game stream. But that's gonna be it for me. Dabby's allergies taking me out as well. I'm struggling over here. I've been dying, bro. I'm telling you, I have been dying. The Zyrtec need to be hitting way more than it's been hitting, cause it ain't hitting enough for me. Cry Eagles cry. I know you saw my boy Hers get that contract extension, Kevin. Yes, sir. Sporty said I'm going to trade build. I doubt it. But that's gonna be it for me, guys. I'm happy to see Tommy's gone. Step in the right direction. Something needed to happen. Something needed to shake. Ted made something shake. Good on Ted. Appreciate the donations today, guys. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate you guys tuning in with me as I cough all in your ear. But that's gonna be it for me, guys. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate the support. Have a good night. Have a good rest of the day. I know some of the playoff games are on right now, or one of the playoff games are on right now. And I'll see you guys next time, man. Have a good one, guys. Peace.